Hey, my name is Mike Acosta, and I'm here to show you a very unique and brand new plugin from Vengeance Sound and Kyle Worth Audio called Metrum.
Metrum is an innovative new way to create the perfect kick drum for your music productions. And you know as well as I do, for electronic dance music or hip-hop, the kick drum plays a major role in the overall energy and impact of a track. What makes Metrum unique is its very user-friendly interface that everyone, even beginners, can understand and get into. Yet, Metrum has a huge amount of editing and programming features that even the seasoned professional sound designer or producer will love. A special sine wave generator in combination with 3 sample layers, amplitude, pitch envelopes, a comprehensive effects section, and a killer modulation matrix make Metrum the ultimate kick drum plugin on the market today. Having the 3 sample layers in conjunction with the sine wave oscillator kicks gives you limitless possibilities on the type of kick drums that you can create. Editing amplitude envelopes such as attack and decay is extremely easy. Just click and drag. Metrum is packed with some very useful effects essential to kick drum creation, such as gated reverbs and distortions. The mod matrix opens up a whole new world of creativity. Nearly every parameter in Metrum can be controlled or assigned within this page. How many times have you spent countless hours previewing and searching for the perfect kick drum to suit your music or project, literally wasting valuable time and sometimes losing musical inspiration? Those days are long gone with Metrum. Build the perfect kick drum within minutes, not hours. Losing that inspiration or running out of ideas? Metrum to the rescue with the Randomizer feature. Simply click on the large Randomizer button as many times as you like to get the results you want. Metrum randomly will load various samples to the layer slots, randomly load an oscillator preset, and create effects and settings to the mod matrix. Preview the kick drum. If you don't like it, click on Randomizer again. If you click on the system page, you can even customize how the randomizer will react by selecting which parameters within Metrum it will affect.
Metrum sounds amazing, and it's actually really fun to use. Metrum comes with an extensive factory library of kick drums right from the get-go for you to use. You can even import your own user samples, and that can be WAV or AIF. What I find really interesting about Metrum is its unique approach to how it creates kick drums. Let's take a look and check it out.
Metrum can comprise a kick drum from a sine wave oscillator combined with an attack sample and various body samples. That's right, Metrum has taken the work out of creating complex kick drums by giving you attack samples. Those are samples that have sharp front end attacks and no heavy bass or boom, almost like having a high pass filter on it. Metrum also includes body samples. These are samples that have little to no attack on the front end, but have very heavy tails or body with boom and thumping resonance. By combining attack and body samples along with a sine wave generated oscillator, you can get some big kick drums that will punch and thump in your mix. Once you have your kick drum made, Metrum goes beyond that with giving you massive control over how you can manipulate and affect your kick drum in real time via the mod matrix. Metrum's interface gives you 3 GUI modifier controls that you can assign to pretty much any parameter within Metrum to control your sound. These modifier controls can act as a macro since multiple controls and effects functions can be assigned to one modifier. You can also assign the pitch and modulation wheel from any keyboard with MIDI to control and automate parameters within the mod matrix. Now let's affect the sound in real time and record it as automation.
So as you can see, Metrum is very intuitive. What I'm going to do right now is create a little remix from a very popular tune using 2 instances of Metrum. One instance of Metrum will be for the main kick drum, and a second instance of Metrum will be for the sub-bass kick on it. What I'm also going to do is use another plugin from the Vengeance Sound production suite, which is called the Multiband Sidechain plugin. Very cool plugin that you got to check out. It's on their website, make sure you check it out. I'm going to use that on some of the synth parts and maybe on the pads to get that real electronic pumping type of effect that you hear on most house tunes and most electronic music today. So let's get into it, let's check it out.
So the first thing I have to do is find the right kick drum for this remix. I need something with a sharp, thumpy attack. Okay, this one sounds good. I'll just make a few minor tweaks to it and then record it. Okay, now I have the first kick drum pattern recorded. Let's open up a second instance of Metrum because I'm going to need a very bottom-heavy sub-bass. Not so much an 808, but maybe a cross between a low 808 and a sine wave. Okay, now I have that perfect sub-bass. But I want to be able to play it chromatically. In other words, play the sub-bass in various pitches. In Metrum, let's click on the MIDI page tab. Under MIDI note pitch, I'll click on all. Now notice I can play the sub-bass in different pitches. Let's go ahead and record this. Okay, now I need to add a clap and some closed hi-hats to complement the kick drums. Now that we have the drums going, I'll add a few synth parts and maybe a pad. Okay, so now we have our synth and pad parts. Let's take a listen. As you can see, it's all MIDI, and we're building this all from scratch. On this particular track, I have a lead synth, which sounds very simple on its own. Now I'm going to add the Multiband Sidechain plugin from Vengeance Sound to get a nice pumping effect to add some dynamic movement to the sound. Yeah, that sounds much better. The Multiband Sidechain plugin is awesome and doesn't require you to feed it an audio input like most compressors with a sidechain input. For more information on the Multiband Sidechain plugin, please visit the Vengeance Sound website. If you haven't already figured out what I'm remixing, let's take a listen to everything. Remember, we have 2 instances of the Metrum plugin for the kick drums and sub-bass drums. We also have 2 instances of the Multiband Sidechain plugin on the pads and a lead synth. Let's check it out.
As you can see, we just scratched the surface of what Metrum can do. Let me tell you, it sounds fantastic and it's really fun and easy to use. Not to mention the amount of time that it'll save you in creating that perfect kick drum for your productions or projects. Metrum is available for both the PC and Mac OS X as a VST and audio unit plugin. For more information, visit www.vengeancesound.com. My name is Mike Acosta. Thanks for watching.